See him a beast when he hear that sound like yeah, beat on the beat when he hear that sound like woo. Yeah, bitch and the champ only need one round like ha. Yeah, me, I'm a G bring heat in the sound.
All right, fighting at UFC San Antonio, March 25th. I interviewed his opponent yesterday, but today the man himself, Lucas Alexander. Lucas, brother, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to talk to you. Good to meet you. I appreciate you giving me the time
Of
right off the
course.
bat. You ever fought in
Mm,
San Antonio before?
Never first time.
You ever been to Texas or anything like that?
No first time.
You excited at all, or you don't give a crap?
Yeah. No, I'm excited, man. I was excited to fight, especially when I'm about to fight somewhere I never been before.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the energy. Every place have different energies, so I'm excited to see what San Antonio have.
So I just got to give you a heads up, man. Texas. I never been there, but I've been watching UFC and MMA a long time. You know they're going to be booing you a little bit off the bat, right?
It's all good. I don't care.
Hey man, just making sure because Steven Peterson, he trains over Fortis. He's out of Texas, so he's going to have that home field advantage, so to speak. But you're there to shut him up, right?
Yeah, yeah. That don't bother me, man. I've been fighting my whole life. So you when you come from Brazil, that type of things don't doesn't matter.
I mean, Brazil's essentially the fight capital of the world, so
Yeah,
I
we
understand.
we all just go like being a kickboxing fighter for my whole life. You always have to go inside someone's city where he have his whole family friends there. It's different because you're talking about 20,000, 15,000 people in the arena, but you still have people's almost jumping in the ring, like trying to fight you together.
Yeah, man.
So it's kind of, I don't really care about that.
And you're training in Florida, right? You're at Fusion Excel.
Yeah, I am.
So I mean, I know a good bit about a lot of gyms, so I know who you train with. But for those people who are watching that might not know your gym as well as I do, can you just name drop some of your teammates and coaches?
Yeah, of course. Our head coach is Julian Williams. We have Bruno Antunes who run boxing and jiu-jitsu. He's a Brazilian, playing almost 20 years a black belt, been in the game for a long time. But as a fight, we have Phil Grow, Philip Fresh, Mike Davis, Hannah Gold, Rodolfo Vieira. We have Jacaré. Uh, we have Lyoto Machida, who's been here with us for like a year and a half, 2 years already. So, and also we have a bunch of guys coming from the regionals who's like 7-0, 8-0. Nobody heard about, but the skills it's right there to be in UFC, Bellator, PFL, whatever they want to be. So we have a lot of good guys at the gym. We have Anvar, who was the best Muay Thai, 5 years. The guy's crazy. The guy, in 5 years, he fought 150 times, bro. Crazy. He was just in contender series last year. Unfortunately, he lost, but he just fought 2 weeks ago. Won by TKO, leg kicks, like usual. But trying to go back to UFC this year, contender or short notice. But we have so many killers there. Like they will see one day when everyone come together. Being UFC, we have 15, 20 people. But now we have like 8, 9 guys in UFC.
Yeah. And you guys are such a well-rounded gym. Like you have karate experts, Muay Thai experts,
Yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu experts, not just experts, like the best in the world. So what is it
Yes.
like training with Jacare, Lyoto Machida? Like, what is it like just getting all that energy and the best looks possible?
Bro, I don't think no money on the on I don't know, no money can pay that. Because if you think like me being Brazilian, I grow up watching fighting, sitting in my bed watching UFC fight night, UFC pay-per-view, watching Lyoto Machida fighting. And then here I am now sparring the guy. Here I am now listen to him what he said to me. Here I am now finishing my sparring. He come to me and say, "Man, that was amazing, bro." Like, funny fact about Lyoto, it's I never met any person like him in my whole life.
Yeah.
There, he's such a humble. He's so different, man. And first time we met, first time we sparred together, He come to me. I was in the line to take a shower, waiting my phone. He came to me. He said, "Hey, brother, just want to ask you a question. How was my spy with you? How I went?" I was like, "What do you mean how you went? Like you just beat the crap out of me like that?" And he like, "No, what you think I need you work on?" I said, "Lyoto, you are Lyoto Machida. I'm Lucas Alexander." He said, "Yeah, but I still have room to get better." And like stuff like that just show you he's just teaching you another thing, no matter how good you are, you can be a world champ, you can lose and you can come back, but it doesn't matter. You still always have room to improve. So you always take small things like that from him all the time, every time. You come nowhere. You sitting there getting ready to train. He asks you, "Oh, how you doing your conditioning? Oh, you do conditioning? Oh, do you run?" He always love to talk. He always love to know. So that's really really cool.
That's awesome, man. I'm jealous a little bit. That's a little bit, a lot. That's freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
And that's gonna carry you, man. Like getting those looks every day and that advice and just training at that level, that's gonna carry you in this sport. And I'm excited to see it play out.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. He's 44, but his time look like 21 years old. You
I mean,
got
he
frustrated. You
he
got
fought not
frustrated.
long ago.
Yeah, he did it. Unfortunately, he lost. But he wanna fight one more time. And it's crazy because a lot of people they judge Langes. They like, "Oh, you're supposed to stop," and doing like that. But if you met Lyoto, he not doing that for the money.
Right.
He actually doing because he loves. And for all these fighters, all these people as hang out, he take care more his body. He been more disciplined. Probably me fighting right now in UFC. More the field, more everyone. So he's very smart about what he eat, what type of water he does. He changed the filter of his shower. Like he do like crazy stuff like that, but he's very disciplined. So he just want to fight one more time, and keep it helping around of us fighters and grow and do stuff like that.
Well, I love it, man. You know I'm always down for watching Lyoto fights. Now, about you, you got a fight coming up. 2
Yeah,
weeks,
next
March
next Saturday.
25th. Yep. And
Yeah,
taking on Steven Peterson, man. How do you feel about him as an opponent?
man. He's really tough, man. Have a lot of fights, a lot of experience. But uh, I like the matchup. Like to me, when people's asking me about my opponent, I feel like you don't take a fight think you're gonna lose. You take a fight, you have the idea you can beat the person, you better the person. So, and it's hard to actually say that, not being rude or being cocky type of thing. But I think in my best day, in my night, if a full camp the way I have, I think I'm better than him. Of course, that's why I took the fight. But I respect him as a fighter. I respect him as a person. I know he did it and do a lot for the sport. He's 32 years old, 33, but 29 pro fights, plus the amateur. So he's a OG, and I respect him for that. So I'm going just there doing my best, do everything I did in camp and show my best.
Now, when it comes to your style matching up against his style, what do you think that's going to look like?
He likes to brawl, man.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not down for that thing. I mean, more. I try more my clean spot is strike. I try be more. You know, how can I say?
Precise.
Yeah, more sharp, more clean, more. So I think he's going to try make a brawl, of course, because if he have that type of look, everyone know him by that type of style. So I don't think he's gonna change who he is just because he's gonna fight me. He's gonna bring that to the table no matter who he fight. So I expect he bring come to brawl, come to wrestle hard, fight me, and I'm ready for that, man. I'm ready to prove like I don't need to brawl to win a fight. So it's gonna be a good one.
Do you have a prediction?
Uh, I I don't know, man. I have a feeling, you know, and I have projected. I have a feeling, you know. I always go to try finish my fight, but I always train for 3 rounds. Even if doesn't matter, maybe I try training for 4 rounds. Sometimes they can't go too crazy, but we try finish, you know, maybe second round finish.
Do you bet at all? Do you like understand like betting odds and all that?
No, I don't, but I understand that. I watch. I have a friends bet a lot.
Sure. So
Yeah.
if I told you that you're a plus 150 underdog, would you know what that means?
Yes, I know what that means.
So how do you feel about that? Do you like being a little bit of an underdog, or does that bother you?
No bother me. I was supposed to be underdog, you know, been underdog my whole life, so that don't bother me. You know, if you look at 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I got here to America, I was 2-2 as a pro, coming from 2 loss, building my name, and no, I don't have people's around of me tell all the time, "Oh, you going to make it?" You don't know if I'm going to know. So why now I'm an underdog in life. So I don't care about being underdog, man. I feel like I was supposed to be underdog, you know. I mean, fighting a guy way more fight than me, you
Sure.
know. Like I remember Alexi Pereira talking about that when he fought Adesanya for the first time in MMA. Someone asking, he like, of course I'm not surprised. He's the champion, you know. We're fighting a different sport. He's the champion. He's been beating everyone right now. You know, he have more experience than me, so and that doesn't define who he is. But I'm okay with
Well, and then Pereira knocked out Izzy. So we see how that goes sometimes.
exactly.
Um, so interestingly enough, I told you this. I talked to Steven a few days ago. He's a very nice guy. He really had mostly nice things to say about you. He said he's very excited for the fight, respects your style, and is honestly excited for it. But I said, is there anything you'd like me to tell Lucas when I talk to him in a few days? And he smiled, and this was his quote. He said, "Why did you take this fight, kid? You know what's going to happen." What's your response to
That's funny.
that?
No, I know he likes to talk. I know he loves to talk. I
And it was in
remember.
good spirit, you know?
Yeah. As the same thing, you know, like I know one thing I love to say, like next week, I got the opportunity to beat the shit out of someone and not go to jail for that and get paid for that. So doesn't matter. It's no the reason why I signed is because I have the opportunity to beat the shit out of you next week. So and get paid for that. So that's the why I signed the contract. There's a main reason. If you asking me like how you feel, man, I feel amazing. Next week I can fight someone. Even if if I lose, doesn't matter. I punch someone in the face, I beat the shit out of someone, and I'm not going to jail for that. So that's why I signed to fight him.
I love it, dude. That's a good response right there. That's what I was looking for. So, change in tone just a little bit here because the last fight you were in, your debut in the UFC, didn't go your way. Tough loss, very tough fight against Jonathan Brito. Coming off of that loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking for your first UFC win still. How motivated are you to get in the win column?
I'm gonna be honest to you. I don't fuck with this short notice thing in UFC,
Right.
you know. But I appreciate that because that changed my life.
Gave you the opportunity.
Exactly. But to me, I'm going to this fight right now. I think it's my debut. You know, I remember when Shinto Vieira fought Sean O'Malley and Sean lost for him, but he got injured. And he said he's still undefeated. And people judging him because, oh, you don't know how to take a loss. And he like, no, I took the loss. But I know I can beat him, but I didn't lose for him. I lost for something else. So uh props to my opponent. He capitalized a good opportunity and choked me and got the win. Of course, he's there for it. But I know in my good day and a full camp, the fight definitely played different. And but the fight was 6 7 months ago. It's far gone, you know. But now I'm just looking, like you say, I'm looking to get my first win. I look to fight one more time, get us this first contract, get my second contract. So I'm very excited for next week. So I can actually start my my journey in UFC. You know what I'm saying?
Even like Joe Rogan and John Anik, DC, Bisping, when they're announcing, they say all the time, Your debut is your first fight with a full camp, right? Your first fight, you
Yes,
didn't have a full camp. So I kind of agree with you, man. I think this weekend or next weekend coming up is your real first UFC fight, and I'm very excited for it.
yeah, thanks, brother.
Of course. So if you can at all look past this fight into the future, what is next after you get this win? Is there anybody specifically you want to fight, or at least you know when you want to get back in there?
Uh, so I my wedding is in May. I'm gonna get married.
Congrats,
So
dude.
thank you. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but thank you. Appreciate it.
And it's a good thing. Hey,
But
hey, I'm married. We're good. It's good.
yeah, it's good.
Happy
All
wife,
right,
happy
cool.
life, bro.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind. No,
Yes, sir.
I'm just joke. By the way, I love my wife. She's amazing. She helped me so much. But so I have my wedding May. It's on the May 2027. So my birthday in July. So I probably around look to fight in August, September, something like that. But I like the idea where I'm young, man. I'm 27. I'm gonna be 28 this year. I like the idea when you fight, you need to give you room to grow, to get better. You know. So praise to God. Next week I can get my win. Take it 1 week off, or 2 days off, 3 days off, whatever how I feel, and go back to train again. Start to working things I want to get better, and give me myself 4 or 5 months to get better. Because if you keep taking fights back to back, I can keep knock people's out. I can keep winning fights back to back, but you're gonna get a point where I get to the level where the level is too high, and I cannot stay there just because I'm not giving time to myself.
Right.
So I'm not trying run, I'm trying walk and make sure I get there.
No, that makes sense, man. And I think that's a very smart game plan that too many fighters neglect. Too many fighters go bang, 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 and then it hits them all at once and it's over with. So that being said, you get another fight or two in 2023, it goes your way. What does the rest of your career look like if everything goes how you want it to? Like, I assume your ultimate career goal is to be the champion, but how does that look like? How does the path to get there look like?
I feel like it's kind of, I don't want to say unrealistic to say that right now. Like I want to be the champion, without winning my first fight in UFC. I
Sure.
have my feet on the ground, and I know my holes, and I know what I need to get better. So right now, my goals is get 2 wins UFC next year, be able to fight 3 times without losing. You're gonna be 5 fights in UFC, praised to be top 15. If you're not fighting for be a top 15, because I want to be a champ, but you just focus to be a champ, but you forgot you have so many things before to be a champ. So now I need to get better. I need to make sure I'm in win fight and I'm getting better so I can be a champ. Most of these people, when they win fight, they get the money, they do everything, and they show up in the gym just when they got fight. you know so I'm not the type of person. I'm in the gym every single day. There's one reason when I took the fight in short notice, I was kind of confident about my cardio. Not enough for fight Joe Anderson because he have amazing pace, but also enough to go there and give him a fight, at least as much I could, and not just kill myself. Even in make weight, like I make weight in 5 days. I got the call Saturday night, Sunday I start cut weight. I was in the first in the scale on a Friday. So I just looking to get my first win next week, get my second win by the end of the year, and then next year we start talking about put 3 wins, being top 20, top 15, my weight class, and see where it's at too. Because a lot of these people is top 5, top 10, they all old. They like 33, 34, 35, 36. So me like 27, I'm the next generation for the weight class. So we see.
100%, man, 100%. And you're sharing the card with some awesome fights. Main event, obviously,
I
Cheeto
know.
Vera, Corey Sandhagen. How the hell do you think that one goes down?
But they're gonna be a fireworks.
Yeah.
I think Chinton gonna get the dub because feel like the moment. I feel it's really hard when you get this type of fighters right now. It's just no skills anymore. You beat a lot of guys because of skill, but when you get top 5, it's everyone's good there. It's more who want more. Who have the fire to run. I know Corey fought for the belt before, and he lost. So I don't know how his hot it is for the second, third run. We saw that when just for Charles Oliveira, and after he fought Khabib, you have the second run. So every time you see someone doing a second run second run like that, it's kind of like tough to see a person come back. I'm not saying it's impossible,
Sure.
but I go with Chint because I think right now he found his time, his space, his moment. So that's who I go. But a fight, man, like this, you cannot pick a size. You just sit and enjoy. Actually,
You said it best, man. Fireworks coming our
it
way.
is. Oh,
100%, dude. So,
100%.
Lucas, my last question before we get out of here, man. We've been talking fighting for 20 minutes. Enough of that. I want to ask you about you, bro. When you're not Lucas the fighter, tell me a little bit about Lucas the person. Like, do you have any hobbies, interests? How do you spend your free time outside of the cage?
All right, man. I'm gonna lie to you. One main things I love to do being Brazilian, play soccer.
Yeah.
But since I try to play soccer as much as I can, but it's really hard because you always get hurt, and so you try and take care of your body. Right now, I make money.
I can't believe you're saying soccer, bro.
Why?
I thought you'd be a football.
No, it's the thing. Last year was my first time in watching American football.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so my friends did a fantasy league where you play. I never watched football. So last year I was focused on that. My wife was
You're in.
surprised. She's like, "You like American right now?" I was Sunday watching whole game. It started. Start at 1 and 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm still watching game. She like, did nothing today, Lucas? I say, no, today's my rest day, game day. I'm just watching game. But outside the gym, man, I like go out. I like get good food. I'm not a club guy anymore. I used to be when I was young, but now I like to get good food. I like go nice bars, get some cocktail drink, chill with my wife, hang out with my friends. I like travel a lot, so that's who I am. And it's crazy you say that because I talk a lot about after be a fighter. When it's like I'm 20 years doing this, I'm 40 years old now. It's time to find a new hobby, and I tell my wife all the time. I say, look, I'm gonna still fight in jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna still going for runs, doing marathons, doing stuff like that where I don't have to go fight, but I have the competition in my heart. So it's really hard to just push away and like, no, I'm not gonna do nothing anymore. It's impossible. So, but I always try to do something like that. I was trying do things around, go bowling, paintball, do stuff where it's take a little bit outside of the fight.
Good, man. Free the mind, dude. Too many fighters I talk to, they're like, oh, all I do is fight and train. And I'm like, damn, bro. Like,
sounds miserable.
You say what?
Sounds miserable.
Yeah, I mean, like, just take a breath,
Yeah. Bro, I've been in camp for 8 weeks, and right now I don't feel like stepping at the gym anymore. Like,
yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been there twice a day, every day.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like stepping my car anymore because I have to drive like so much. So literally the other day, I got a free $50 in my tolls because I've been driving so much to go training.
Damn.
So that's crazy. So I don't know how people just, they'll do it just training and to see it. I say, bro, you crazy, you out of your mind. I can't do that. I go crazy. And I'm gonna drive people's crazy too.
Well, hey, good. I'm glad you get out there and chill and take your Sundays off. And speaking of football, real quick, Cowboys just cut Zeke Elliott. I don't know if you care at all about that, but he's a free agent.
Oh, that's crazy. Where you think he's going to?
I don't know. He's a bum. I'm a Phillies fan. I'm an Eagles fan, so I hate the Cowboys.
I feel you, but you have to give it props to the guy. He's good.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
He's good. Damn, I'm surprised they cut him.
Yeah, he'll go somewhere, and I'd like to see him in Buffalo. That'd be cool.
That's a good call. That's a good call. He probably could go there.
We'll see. We'll see. I like talking
We
football.
see.
Um,
That's good.
But Lucas, before we get out of here, man, last thing, a lot of eyes on you, a lot of fans, big card, UFC San Antonio is going down. Is there anything you'd like to say to everybody who's watching this interview? The mic is yours, and feel free to do English, second language, or I guess first language. English is probably your second language. Do whatever you got to do.
Nah, the money for the chick's gonna be worth, I promise. At least for my fight, you know. I mean, try and get the 50 G's, double check, go home, enjoy my rest, and be back soon. So I definitely train a lot, train really hard. I'm in good space mentally, you know, and I can't wait. I can't wait to actually perform in front of so many people for the first time. So it's gonna be good, I promise.
Awesome, brother. I also can't wait. Big fan and very excited to watch it go down. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody make sure you go follow Lucas. And more importantly, tune in March 25th. Lucas
Yes,
Alexander.
sir.
Trying for that first UFC dub, my man. Good
Let's
luck
get
and
it.
kick ass. All right, dude.
Thanks, brother. It was so nice to talk to you.